Do you have that really cute dress that's a little bit short or a little too revealing, and you have no idea how to make it look just a tad bit better? Well, I'm about to show you a couple examples of how exactly to do that. Okay. Example number 1. This. See, it's a little low cut and the sleeves are see-through and it's just really, really short. Let's style it up. Okay, so I'm already wearing the starting, what I start with. Okay, leggings, those are always good. And it's like good with these colors, like rainbow, pastel-y rainbow. It's always nice to have like butterflies or just plain sky blue or just plain gray or black. Just, it has to be leggings that aren't gonna be like, ah! If you know what I mean. If you don't, then you don't. But and then just, if you have those like plain t-shirts that are just a tad bit tight like this one, well, it's perfect for just sleeves. So, you just gotta put the dress on over that. Make sure it doesn't bunch up. And, look at that. But wait, that's just, it's cute. Like, you can see my dirty floor for a second. Wait, no, you're not. Okay, hold on. Oh. Okay, see, like, so, see, the knees are the legs are covered, the shoulders are covered, the cleavage is covered, and look, I can spin all I want, and no underwear is gonna show. But wait, doesn't this need, like, a belt? Well, you can find a lot of fashionable belts in a lot of places, like Goodwill and stuff. So I got this from a local thrift store called Affordables. Everything there, it's like you can find good deals on good things. I don't recommend you get teething toys from a thrift store. Like, come on. It's just common knowledge. But, yeah. And then, look at that. It's got like a little bit of something more. And what about that? Well, that's what safety pins are for, honey. If you don't got those, I can show you how to do it with a hair tie. Just loop it like this and whoop, and then wrap it around again. I could show you how to do it with belt loops, you know, do artificial belt loops. And then turn it around, and it works best with dark colors like this. And see? It's not going anywhere. See how adorable that is? And the hair. Oh, the hair. You could do a lot with this, okay? So you could just wear a simple hair down with a headband, like flowers, butterflies, rainbows. You're giving off Flower Garden, okay? You want to match the butterflies. Well, then here's the butterflies on the headband. And get this, if you watched my videos before, you know where you can get affordable hair accessories like this. It don't gotta be from Claire's. This was actually from the Dollar Tree. See, girls likes a bargain. And this was discounted at Hot Topic. So, and then here, I got this from Amazon. So, like, you want to, like, add more princess to it? Well, boom, you just added more princess. Then, yeah. What if you don't have a fashion belt? Well, let me show you an easy solution. Let me just unknot. This is really uneasy to knot. You just have to untwist it and pop. Okay. You don't have a fashion belt. Well, you can use a scarf. Just like tie it in a knot and tie it in a nice bow. Make sure it's even, just a little bit more even than I just tied it. Good way to tell if it's even, just let it hang like that and then tie the bow and there. But that's just an eyesore in the front, unless you want that. But then you just scoot it to the back, make sure it's not twisted or punched up, and look at that. I do have sashes too. So if you got an old sash from another dress, you could use that too. It's just like whatever you have that you think can be like fashion. If you know what I mean, you know what I mean. Okay, next outfit we're going to style up. This skirt, really long. How can we fix that? I'm going to show you. Okay, so you got that skirt. It's problematic because it's too long. Well, just take that same blouse and just pull up, 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 over. Well, if it's not going to stay, girl, then you need safety pins. But, then, wait, it just looks like a sparkly circus tent. Well, that's what the sashes are for. This is what the belts are for. You could use a sash. You can use this, but I think it blends in too much. You can use this, but I got more fashion belts. Hold on. And the nice thing about this, that if it slips down, it's not going to show any, you know. I got this fashion belt, so it's got like 2 buckles. So, and these fashion belts really do come in handy. I like helping people with like their fashion, you know, and their problems. But I'm not really a licensed therapist, so I can't really do that. But, so see, now for those people saying, you're a bit extra, am I extra or are you just basic? Because you see, the thing is, you gotta dress the way you feel, because if you don't dress the way you feel, you're not showing much personality, if you know what I mean. So, okay, I'm gonna be right back with another one. This was from Wish, and I had to fix it up a lot when it came, but it ended up really cute when I fixed it up. Now, what are you gonna do with this one? Isn't it modest? Well, look at the top. It's a bit see-through. Well, that's what this is for, but I've got something I gotta show you. Now the one that would match this one is a bit, in the wash, but, this, it has a weird name. They're kind of old, but They're helpful. It's called a Dickie. I have them in 3 different colors. My auntie gave them to me. She's like, oh, I don't really use them. So basically all you do is you tie them. Well, not tie them. You put them over your head, and then you tuck it in front and back. And you might need help with the back, but and then see, it covers up your neck and your cleavage, because you see how long this is? Okay, so that's just a little thing I wanted to show you. Okay, let's style this up. Okay, so here it is. See, we have the shirt underneath, so it's covering more than it usually does. And then we have this. I like to tie this into a little bow sometimes, but yeah, but it's usually lopsided, you know? But makes it a bit cute, but I just let it hang like that. So, and I know it's not zipped up all the way. It's because, have you tried to zip up something like that? No, thank you. Okay, so I really like retro clothes. So, I have a lot of those. So, and a lot of retro clothes are either 1, remade, 2, really old, but in extremely good condition. It's not even funny. Or, you just have to stitch them up, or they're remakes. This is a Victorian remake. Now, what if you think, I wanna poof that up a bit? That's what petticoats are for. Okay? What you do is you just set them on the floor. Like, you gotta put the dress on first, set them on the floor, step into them. See? I wore this when I was in high school, so I don't know. I don't really know if it fits anymore, but I'll get a new one, hopefully for Christmas. So, see? And then see how it has a little bit more volume? Now, I think the petticoat's a bit too small now, but it still gives you that extra little foof that you might be looking for. When I was smaller, it looked bigger. Do you ever, like, wish, like, I think every girl can remember, like, I wish I was a size 6 again. Okay, well, so this is how you style that up. Now, hold up. I got more. This one, see, the top, it's a little bit see-through. So, I'm going to show you how to style that up. Same thing with the blouses that are just a tad bit too tight. This is what they're for. Hold on. I keep them just for the sleeves. So, but then when they get unbearably tight to the point that I can't breathe, that's when I get rid of them. So, does this unzip anymore? I believe it does. Yeah, there it goes. Okay. My hair's a mess when it's stayed down. That's why I always tie it up some way. And if you guys want to know, like, my favorite thing to do with my hair, that's another tutorial. So, look. See? And now it's not a see-through. Basically showing you how to style up for church. I'm so nice. But, nah. And, hold on, I'm trying to zip it up. This one's old, so it likes to get caught, but you get the gist. Oh, there it goes. See? And then you can add something, a cute headband that matches. Like, this. And with headbands, and you want to do pigtails, low pigtails are the way to go. I've been doing this for a long time. I got more things that match, like, you're wearing it because it's red and it's like 4th of July. Well, America. Okay, I've got this small red bow, so if you don't want to be like big bow, well, I have a small bow. And then I have this Valentine's Day bow, but it has the red hearts, so. Oh, and these were at Walmart, $5 a piece, and you got to get them at the right time. So I got this 4th of July, Valentine's Day. This came with my Snow White costume, so Halloween. Yeah, and then you want to be a little bit more simple with the hair. I get it. Well, we got just this pink bow. Or what if you're more of like, I want my hair back, but I like bows? Well, just tie your hair back and use any bows that you think would be cute. I have a large collection of bows. So, see, let me tie it back real quick. I could show you how I do my hair, and I do my hair when I feel like it. So, yeah. There. Okay, and then this bow. When I get big bows, I usually buy that have like one with it. I usually buy two because I wear pigtails most of the time. See? There we go. Formal, less in your face, if you know what I mean. Now, what if you don't have any hair bows? Well, you can find them at the Dollar Tree, but if those ones are like not what you're looking for, then I've got you, girl. I found this at the Dollar Tree. See, you tie this. Now, they came in different colors. I just got pink because, like I say in this channel, we love purple and pink. I've said we love purple here more, but we also love pink here. So after you tie it around, make sure it's not bunched up. And hold on, make sure it's not bunched up, and that. Look at that. Look at that. So yeah, it's basically just a normal hair tie. It just has extra fabric so you can like have like a bow, but not really. I don't know. And now we've got this. It's cute, but it's a bit small and it's a little too childish. So if you don't want childish, I'm going to show you how to grow that up real fast. Like I said, leggings are your best friend. But if you want to be less childish, I would go with more just solid print. Okay, now belts. The belt choice is everything. Okay, so this clashes a bit. This, a bit sparkly, but I like it. But it's like, you want to be more grown up with this one. So, I would recommend fashion belt like this one. And you can see how grown up it already has become. And for my tall girlies, you can just use this as a shirt. Look how grown up it has become. See? Now it's less like, boom, I'm a child. How to do your hair? Well, you can do a simple side ponytail. Or you can do a simple low ponytail. If you want to be like a neat freak or appear as a neat freak, tie your hair up. Just make sure it's like neat, slicked back, and not like no bumps. You can do a high ponytail. It's just like you can do a bun. If you look good with messy buns, you do good. You do you, girl. I don't know about me with messy buns. My mom always did them in like neat ballerina buns. So and I don't really know how to. Add a kind of more grown up headband like pearls. See. Now, let's see. If you guys want to see my headband collection, it's large, just letting you know. See, we got this light purple, and it matches better than any other purple, so, see. It's just a braided design with pearls, so, yeah, and I like to be colorful. If you don't like to be colorful, what's up with you? But no shaming, of course. But it's just my personal preference is to be a little bit more colorful because color brings fun into the world. Okay. This ball gown, it's a top-bottom combo. It's a bit long too. That's what hoops are for. Let me show you hoops. The princesses know what hoops are. If you don't know what hoops are, I don't know what to tell you. Let me show you what a hoop is. So this is my brother's room because this is where the biggest closet to keep all this is. And it has 2 closets. So that's his closet. And that's the closet for all my unnecessarily big clothing. So this is what a hoop is. And see, it makes it very ball gown. But you're like, kids are gonna think it's a tent and want to climb underneath. I got a solution for you. Hold on. Your best friend, string drawn petticoats. Now this is inside out. So give me a second. Let me just. Now they're a bit itchy on the inside, so you gotta wear leggings underneath. But if you have like sensory issues, so just step into them and just adjust as needed with the string and use pins. Safety pins are your best friend in this one, okay? See, and then now you get to wear your hoops and there's no kids climbing under your skirt because I think tent. So, and last thing I'm going to show you is the skirt without the hoops and the petticoat, and then the skirt with. And then that would be the end of the video. And give me a thumbs up of what you think. I have a little disclaimer after, so yeah, give me a second. This is the skirt without. See, very long, and for your taller girlies, it could work. But sadly, not all girls are tall. So, what you do is you bunch up the skirt like this. Pull up your skirt and petticoat at the same time. And now you're ready to find your prince at the ball. And then you add the matching top and the sash You want to see that? Give me a second. Okay, so here is the shirt. So there we go. And tuck it in. And then you see the elastic. Not anymore. Sash. This kind of sash, you pull it start middle. Okay. Middle at your back. Forward, backwards, tying a nice pretty bow in the back. And boom, there we go. And make sure your hoops are covered. And there. And if you see, like, if you're like, ew, the elastic. Well, the elastic's not really noticeable, but you can tuck that extra elastic in and just spread out the sash like this. And see? Pretty. Okay. So, and then add a tiara on top. I have a collection of tiaras, but that's for a separate video. So, yeah, so this is the video. Now, here's my disclaimer. I am not at all slut-shaming people who like to wear that kind of clothing. I'm just showing this because I believe that a woman's body is sacred because it can create life. And since it's sacred, it should be modestly covered. And if you're trying to attract a man, the right man is not going to love you for your body, but love you for who you are as a person, for your heart, for your love, and just help. But it shouldn't be all about just the body and stuff. Like, you should be able to ask your man, would you love me if I was fat? You know, I asked my boyfriend that, and he's like, oh, that just means there's just more of you to love. So that's my tutorial for today. Tell me in the comments if my comments are unblocked, because YouTube, I'm just starting out YouTube. I know I have a lot of videos, but YouTube likes to be like, no comments for this video. Nah, it's weird. I know, but yeah. So let me give you a little twirl. And Princess Livia doesn't believe in goodbyes, but she believes in see you later.